the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzin', what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it.
Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Hello.
Sorry. Sorry. Hi.
Hi, everybody. It's Revenge of the Sis Friday episode. We're gonna get so lit.
We're doing the best that we can, folks. My Starlink is coming in.
Is that what we're calling it? Starlink?
Yeah, my Starlink is coming in. So hopefully that solves a lot of the fucking problems with these people. They charge you so much money and they give you like all this used equipment. All these cable companies are the same way. They give you like equipment that's been like in 35 homes, like, and there's like cat hair in it and it smells like cigarette.
Dude, I've heard stories of literally like roaches living in fucking some of these boxes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's Friday though, which means the first hour is free for everyone. The second half is for our Patreon and locals people. So sign up for either or. Somebody said steal my neighbor's internet. They're Puerto Rican, so their internet's probably even worse than what I'm doing, which is running this off my phone.
Yeah, they'll have the same ISP except they won't pay for the good plan.
Right, they're gonna pay for the not even the free one they give you, like the student one.
Yeah. Oh wait, they're Puerto Ricans, so Royce would just be stealing their internet, and they're stealing their internet from somebody. So
right.
It'll be even slower.
Yeah, the Asian guy supplying internet for the entire neighborhood. So thank you, Mr. Wong. We appreciate it.
Like there's any Asians
I'm
left.
just kidding. There's no Asians
all
here.
Puerto Ricans.
It's all Puerto Ricans here. That's all that's Orlando now. It's a bunch of Puerto Ricans.
Yay. It's like everywhere's Kissimmee.
Trump administration barring Harvard from allowing foreign students to enroll at the university now. A letter from DHS.
Good. It's an American school.
I don't like this.
No, good. It's an American school. I don't care.
Yeah, that's it. You're just going with that?
Yeah, I don't care. It's an American school. Where's Harvard? Oh, in America.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It should be only American children that sit in caskets and jack off so they can join secret societies.
You're thinking of Yale.
Oh, yeah.
That's Yale. The whole Yale thing, you know?
Yes, just came out telling us that Harvard failed to give pertinent information while perpetuating an unsafe campus environment that is hostile to Jewish students. So what does this all mean?
Yeah, if there's one thing I'm sure it's really, really scary, unsafe place to be is Harvard.
No, that's true. That's true because there's no famous Jewish people from Harvard. I went to Harvard.
Are we getting Harvard and Compton confused? I'm confused here.
Well, that not only are foreign students banned for the year, but existing
Well, yeah, kind of, because Asian people aren't allowed in either.
Yes.
foreign
Okay,
students
you're a Jewish kid. I'll give you a choice. You get to go to Harvard or a Baltimore high school.
What part of Baltimore?
Does it
must now
matter?
transfer or
Even the
lose
inner
their
harbor's gone.
legal status here in the U.S. A Harvard spokesperson responding saying the government's action is unlawful and the school is committed to maintaining Harvard's ability to host international students. About 27% of Harvard's student body comes from overseas.
That's why.
Yeah, why? That's a problem.
Here's why. I know exactly why. Harvard is what they use, and by the way, a lot of those little international students, even though they don't let American Asians in, it's a lot of Chinese, like from China, and the basically a lot of quid pro quo where there's Harvard alum who are in the government and they've been striking up deals with China, back end deals with all that stuff, and they go, look, do you want your kid to go to fucking Harvard? I have an in at Harvard. I'll just talk to a couple people. Your kid could go to Harvard. You help me out with my deal. That's what it is. Harvard, those international students, people see, Harvard's trying to make it seem like these bright minds from across. These international students are like the fucking sons and daughters of Saudi princes.
Yeah, it's
And-
basically the same thing that remember the Hollywood people did. Remember when what's her face from Full House?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it was her and what's his face, the guy
William
from
H. Macy's wife.
William H. Macy. Yeah. Boy, she fell into
Felicity Huffman.
Can I give Felicity Huffman a little bit of credit though? Boy, she completely fell on the blade for William H. Macy because we all know he was part of it and
He's
he was
the one
using,
he's the one with the better career.
right, but you know that she did he didn't know it was me. It was just me. He didn't know, you know what I mean? So,
Listen, the woman who does TV movies, it was
Exactly.
on me. It was not the A-list actor husband.
yeah.
Want that on the record.
Yes, it was me, the Lifetime original actress, and not the guy with an HBO show.
I don't want to
do
miss
you-
out. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, do you think that whenever William H. Macy does something illegal, he gets out of it by acting like his character in Fargo?
It would work.
You know that True Coat comes straight from factory. There's nothing I could do.
Felicity Huffman was like, "I'll take the heat, so that way we could get that Mystery Men 2 money."
Okay, no one believes
Oh,
that.
God.
Come on. Janine Garofalo.
Sequel's coming any day now.
Oh, yeah, like you could just get Janine Garofalo. Okay.
Yeah,
like you could
sure.
just get your... yeah.
Probably get her on this show.
Okay, right. Like she could get time off at the American Eagle she works at. Okay, that's okay. Okay, Mersh. Okay, sure. I'm fine with it. Honestly, I don't give a shit because of the reason that these are just little fucking tactics that they use to give it to Chinese diplomats and fucking Saudi prince diplomats and Israeli kids.
I know, but the problem is we're doing it in the name of anti-Semitism.
Listen, I'm with you. I've already thought about this, and I've been having my own little struggle session with that. I hear you, but here's the point I've gotten to, and you can make your decision. I don't think there's even a wrong answer, so I'll put it to you that way. What right now in the moment brings me more happiness? The fact that yes, we're doing this because Jews are going like, oh my God, not us, they're attacking us again, or Harvard, the school that has been absolutely fucking pumping out the garbage. The reason that we're in all the fucking issues that we are now having to fucking suffer. You know what? Go Jews. You know what? If I was in North Dakota, I would get the yay Jews.
Hell yeah.
in
Boo
this.
Jews.
I would get yay Jews.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because fuck Harvard.
Yay
And
Jews.
I don't care what method of attack we're using for fucking Harvard to feel pain. I want Harvard to feel pain. I want all of these colleges to fucking feel financial pain. I'm not going to get in trouble for that. Financial pain. I want them to financially
physical
suffer.
pain.
I want them to go to the BDSM financial experience, okay?
Royce is dangerous. He means real pain.
I want financial ball torture. Do you hear me? That's what I want, all right? I want financial heels on financial balls at Harvard. I think I'm allowed to say that because I'm just talking about money. Pretty sure. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that whole thing. Listen, I agree. Why the fuck were we doing it when they were doing it to Asian people or white people? Nobody gave a fuck then, but now they care. But you know what? I don't care. care. Fuck Harvard. Yale, you're next. Yale, you're next. Only like Mersh said, only Americans are going to be jerking off in caskets in front of their kids, okay? Do you fucking hear me? That's an American tradition. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's like, hey, you're not getting your Epstein files, but we are shutting down Harvard. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's...
But look, I get it. Listen, but I'll take something. Oh, you're out of prime rib? That's fine. I'll have the chicken. I'm still hungry. I'm bummed that I can't get the prime rib, right? I'm bummed.
Sorry, Royce. All we have is eggs.
All right, go fuck it. You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. I'm so sick of eggs. I cannot tell you how
Royce literally yesterday,
sick
out of
of eggs I
nowhere,
am.
completely unprompted. Like, we weren't even talking to each other. I was grabbing my bag and leaving, and all I
So,
heard
that's
was
right.
this really sad utterance behind me as I'm leaving was, oh, I'm so sick of eggs. Like, he was staring at his cabinets, going, I'm so sick of eggs.
I'm
He
really
was
sick
so
of eggs,
sad.
so I am. I'm so sick of eggs. It's crazy. And by the way, I don't want a bunch of people tell me how to zhuzh them up. I was telling Mersh yesterday, I've eaten them in every way you could eat them. Uh-oh. Did it pop off? Did it die? Hold on.
Oh, no.
Okay, no, we back.
Oh, shit,
Well,
damn,
alright.
dude.
Hey,
Woo!
hey,
Oh.
hey, you know why I know we're fine? Do you know what I did before the show? I already connected to my Wi-Fi to my phone hotspot. It was already connected, pre-connected. So as soon as that went down, I just shut off the Ethernet, and we're back. Now,
Damn, dude, something wrong with your internet?
yeah. I keep throwing eggs at it.
That was poorly timed.
Fucking Christ. I'm so sick of eggs, dude. I cannot tell you. Anyway, let's move on. Now I am going off my phone, so it might be a little not 100%, but we were able to do Daywave off of like this, so it should be okay. Discord, you might have some issues on the Discord side seeing me, but it might like drop quality, but you should still be okay. Okay. All right.
It's fine so
Okay.
far.
Good.
It's fine. Yeah.
Tonight, there is growing pressure on members of former President Biden's inner circle to respond to accusations they covered up his mental and physical decline while he was in office. Fox's
Are
Michael
they even
Mann
accusations at
reports.
this point?
Republicans are digging into President Biden's health and acuity in office. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson says he sent letters to more than 24 top Biden administration officials seeking voluntary interviews. Johnson says there are people who should have been seeing Biden on a regular basis.
If we had a president of the United States so infirmed, so mentally debilitated and incompetent that he really didn't understand what was happening, and he's in control of the nuclear codes. Who made the decisions? Who signed the pardons? This is serious business.
House Oversight
From what I'm hearing and from what everyone's been saying now, and by the way, everyone already knew this, but now Tapper's pretending like he just got the information. We listened to it yesterday, but it was Hunter. Pretty much, it was Hunter that was kind of running things. Like Hunter.
Oh, that's great.
Hunter was basically the president, which
That's terrifying.
yeah. So that's fun, right? You know, meth guy.
Chairman James Comer has sent a
Coke,
letter.
dude, grow up.
You know, it was coke they found. Coke is what they found. Remember?
Crack.
Remember when they found coke and everyone was like, joking around. It might be Hunter. No, it probably was Hunter's now. I'm pretty
very
sure.
likely Hunter.
That was his.
To Dr. Kevin O'Connor, former physician to the president, asking if O'Connor contributed to an effort to hide former President Biden's fitness to serve from the American people. Writing, quote, in light of mounting evidence that confirms the committee's initial observation that President Biden was significantly unwell while serving in office, the committee...
I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know.
That was the song for his re-election campaign.
Yeah, well, can you imagine this rally?
Information to ensure accurate information was provided to the American people, and your health reports were not subject to any improper influence. after being by Biden's side throughout his years as...
Here's the thing, he wouldn't know, because I'm still really in the area of, I don't think he was hiding his health stuff from us. I think they were hiding it from him.
Oh yeah, I mean, he seemed pretty confident when he was out and about.
Yeah,
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I really think that they were keeping shit from him. I mean, again, my take. I don't know. Maybe he knew.
I mean, towards the end, I think, because remember when he just kind of let it slip that he has cancer?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And then President, longtime advisors Anita Dunn, Mike Donnellan, Bob Bauer, and Jeff Zients are silent.
There's your president. By the way, you want to see that? You want to see the president by committee team there that was helping out Hunter? There you go. There they are.
There's your auto pen.
Mm-hmm.
At the Trump White House, there is a belief that Biden's senior staffers concealed his...
By the way, can I say that she dropped off that baby weight real fucking fast? She dropped off that baby weight real fucking fast. She looks great.
Yeah.
She looks great.
Staffers concealed his decline to use the levers of power for their personal gain.
It was truly one of the worst political scandals this country has ever seen, that the previous administration...
Cool.
Well, hold
I
on,
can't
no.
wait till nothing ever happens.
That and Obama's tan suit. I remember that being a big deal.
Covered
I
up the
remember that
decline.
too.
And
Everyone was like, can you believe the president? And then I wish we had a time machine to be like, you guys really need to shut the fuck up about this. You have no idea what's about to happen. You guys, you're going to look back and go like, man, remember when the biggest problem was like the president had a tan suit?
Or remember the biggest scandal was he was smoking a cigarette outside the White House?
Yeah, wouldn't you if you married
And that was
a dude?
that was the least controversial thing about Obama. They tried to make a big deal about him smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, yeah, if I was the president, I'd be chain smoking in the Oval Office. It's probably a pretty stressful job.
You think Michelle ever walked in and just pushed him and be like, smokes?
Yeah. I would have one of those big ashtrays that people like accidentally set on fire all the time.
Yeah.
Just on the phone with diplomats yelling all day.
Hey, Michelle, smokes and some jalapeno chips.
physical ability.
Since leaving office, anonymous aides have complained about Biden's inability to stay on message with a very short attention span. Now Republicans are going beyond
he's an old
that,
man.
asking who was running the country.
Remember when we also, like, forget about, like, the country getting destroyed by this. We also, like, there was a time when we legitimately felt bad for Biden, too. It was like, hey, man, can you just leave the old man alone?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he wants this. And they were just parading him around. And it's like, that's an old man that if he was in your family, you'd sit him up in a nice chair. You'd put the fucking football game on. And you'd be like, hey, Grandpa, you want some buffalo chicken dip? I'll go get some from the kitchen for you. And you let them just die in that chair with dignity.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if the F's now in the chat, are you? Hey, Pessy, Virgie, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. It's right now. There's F's in the chat, and it's Rumble's down. It's not me. FYI, Rumble's just down.
Guys, we're being DDoSed by haters of freedom.
Right. You guys can still hear me and see me, right?
I'm having literally zero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zero
Cool.
issues.
Try something here. Do a little thingy.
It's not
Like,
all
I'm not
over
even
the
getting any
thing, Royce, do the
roboting or
thing.
anything.
Yeah, I just did it. Pessy. I also had that.
Okay, let me.
I also had that set up before the show. See, I had like two things set up. Okay, we're back.
Hold on. You're disappearing, and you're back, and you're fine. Oh my God, that actually fixes it. Holy
Hold
shit!
on, did it? Wait, no, it's
Yeah.
still going. No, it's still going down. It's Rumble. It's studio.
Oh, there
it's
it goes.
studio.
Damn.
Yeah. I believe that. I wonder, would this still be working? Let me look at something here. I'm trying to figure this out here, guys. Sorry. Wow.
It's gonna be great when he gets fucking Starlink and then like we just find out it's been Rumble.
Well, right now it's not. I'm telling you, there's nothing really more I could do on my end. I mean, let me try one more thing, but
Maybe Rumble should try getting Starlink.
huh.
I mean, they're besties, aren't they?
I'm wondering if I should. I'm wondering. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to think of what I could do to fix this situation here. If anyone is hearing this, I'm wondering if there's a way I can maybe.
Bro, I had a weird thing
Bessie,
happen
good
last
news
night
that
where
Starling joke came through.
Yeah, it's great news.
Oh, thank God.
had a,
Well, I wouldn't. I'd be more confident if we had Starlink, to be honest with you. But
I had an issue last night where I reconnected, and then like Rumble Studio was showing my live feed from my OBS, but like it never reconnected to Rumble.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, it does that occasionally.
Oh, that was frustrating.
Where is?
Does it every time I try to play Skyrim? It's weird.
Yeah, but it
It's
did
like,
it to me.
no, we
It was
don't
extra
want-
frustrating because I had to reset my computer like twice last night. Then it did that, and I was like, I give up. Because fucking stupid
Virgie.
Louis started a fight in here last night, and I had to chase him, and I guess I fucking yanked the plug out of my computer.
Virgie, there's nothing wrong with this. That's just God That's just God reminding you you're playing Skyrim in 2025.
Give me a second here, guys. I'm trying to figure something out here.
Enough. How many times can you beat that fucking game where it's the same? Like, enough.
There's still new things to discover, Pessy.
Yeah, hey,
There's
Pessy, how
new
many times can you
stories to
get your
be
dick
written.
sucked? You're just going to get your dick sucked one time in life, and you're like, well, I've had all the blowjobs.
Okay, yeah, well, Mersh, if I came every time I beat Skyrim, then maybe I'd play it more often. But unfortunately,
Look, you're talking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, but you're
You
talking
don't?
shit to a guy who's currently through another playthrough of Fallout 4. So you're talking to the wrong guy, pal.
no, but I'm also talking to a guy who has 3 kids and won't stop coming. So
I can't help it.
I'm gonna try something.
I'm
here.
sorry.
I mean, can you just put your cum somewhere else, though?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Fair enough.
I don't know, man. Everyone's telling me to play this Expedition 33
Okay,
game. That's
we
all
are
I
now
need.
exclusively live.
good?
We are now exclusively live only on YouTube. That's it. That's the only.
Whoa.
That was the only way I could fix this. You know what I did, right? I believe. Let me just double check that we
The
are.
children are our future?
Huh? No. It's done. It's down. Fuck. All right, give me a second. Here, guys. Sorry. Well, we're not even live right now, so it doesn't matter.
Guys, he's trying to hack into the mainframe.
Fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, guys, we're
Rumble's
fucked
just
until
eating
Royce
ass.
says we're in.
Yeah. I mean, it's not me, but Rumble just fucking died. I mean, you could see I'm still on with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with your internet. It's Rumble's being a dick.
Yeah, I had the stream running in the background, and it was like the audio would come in and like it burst for like 15 seconds,
Yeah.
and there was no video.
I'm gonna try something here.
All right, we need some hold music for these people. Ready? All right, what do we need for a nice hold song?
You know what's funny?
They
All
took my
this.
children and they froze my bank account. Oh, does that not a good one?
You know what's funny though? I'm still recording, so I'm gonna keep all this in the podcast version, though. You know what I mean? This will be funny. I'm gonna keep all of this shit in the podcast version. Let me see here. Let me do something.
Then I said a bunch of crazy shit about the Jews. Then they retaliated. That's my favorite part about the Kanye West star is that he completely antagonized the entire Jewish race, and then when they came at him, he's like, "Damn, what's their problem?"
Sitting in my room writing anti-Semitic tweets. Then somebody tests me if I know what that shit means. That's when I was threatened by Mossad. Threatened by Mossad. Threatened by Mossad.
All right, guys. I'm
threatened by
gonna
Mossad.
try to go live here.
They said, "Do you want to see your kids? Do you want to?"
By the way, did you see Crack Amigos version?
Hold on.
We
Is it
can't even
edgy?
play it on our show.
Can you check? Can you guys check? I made a new YouTube called Part 2. Can you see if we're live there?
Sure.
No.
All right, cool.
I'm not saying yes that we're live. I'm saying yes, I'll check.
Yeah, you're live.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes. I don't know. All right.
Everyone heard my.
Yeah.
I just heard that as I tuned in. All right, I'll tweet out the link at least.
Yeah. Hopefully this works, man. I'm trying.
Hey, my DMs are back.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was everyone was having. That was fucking annoying.
It was all night.
What the fuck, bro? It's not. It's still going up and down. Like it's still going. It's still being gay. But I guess we're gonna keep trying here. See what I could do. All right. You know what? I'm gonna to save a little bit of bandwidth here, boys. I'm gonna have to do this. Let's see if maybe that. I'm trying to just close anything that's gonna take up any space here. All right. Okay. All right. I think we're okay. You guys should still be able to hear me, though, right? You probably can't see me, and I apologize, but this is how it's going to have to be. It's a radio show now.
Sweet.
We're going. Okay, all right. I mean, look, I think we're okay. I don't really know. Couldn't tell you. Not sure how this. I'm right now basically on Prism, using it as a fucking backup, so... yeah, it's lagging.
I think it's working. It's behind, but it's working.
It says it's lagging. This has just been a nightmare today.
Well, I mean, look, like I said earlier, at least, you know, there's a solution on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean,
remember going through this during the holidays, dude. I wanted to blow my fucking brains out. I had no fucking, I had nothing to do. I was stuck at my house. I was the only one streaming. I'm like, well, at least I can make money this week. And then, like clockwork, every day my internet would go out.
I mean, I've still been recording, so I mean, we could just keep doing the episode, and when I could just release it.
Man, they froze my bank account. You want to keep doing that? I don't know.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep trying to go live on YouTube and let it see what happens. But what I mean is that we could at least release the episode. Like I'm recording the whole episode.
Classic podcast.
And I'll post it later.
Yeah, guys. So make sure you download the pod.
Don't talk like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, the whole episode will be free today. It's gonna have to be. Nothing I can do about that either. So.
I mean, that's the least of our fucking, you know.
No, I don't care about that. I'm just letting everyone know because I feel bad that even the locals people are going to have to come over here with the pores. You know what I mean?
It happens sometimes. Unforeseen emergencies.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep streaming on YouTube. If you see it choppy, if you hear me now or whatever, the full episode will be released later. I don't know. We'll see.
This is like one of those rare situations where we understand that you had a first-class ticket, but there was a mechanical issue, and you can either get to where you wanted to go on time, which means you're going to have to stuff yourself into a plane in business class, or you're going to have to stay at the airport.
Right. So
here we go. Most of these non-poors would probably rather just get in the plane.
Well, boys, let's keep going with the episode. By the way, if you're going to listen to the podcast, if you listen to the podcast version of this later, I kept everything off air. Everything's going to be there. So good luck. That's going to be fun for you guys later.
The family in the middle.
I knew you were going to do that. So to be fair, even when I was saying edgy shit, I was backing off because I'm like, I know Royce is not going to feel like editing this later.
No. It's actually fine. I didn't see any things here. Okay, so we shared the new link out to the new people.
I tweeted it out. Where can I send it?
Yeah. I think everyone that would have it. So yeah, sorry guys. I'm doing the best that I can here, okay? So yeah, I'm just posting. I'm going to go ahead and just edit a few places and let people know that where it is.
Can I point something out real quick though?
Yeah.
Since he asked in my chat last night, fucking Zen Rhino was like, man, I don't know. I heard it's expensive, and it might be probably why is he getting Starlink? And he's like, fiber is so much faster. This is why.
Yeah, now that
just in case anybody's wondering, this is why.
Yeah,
because reliability is more important than speed.
It really is, especially for
because we've hit the cutoff point of how much speed we need. It's like, you know what I mean? Unless you have 8 people living in your house, you got 200 up, 50 down.
And I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican, so I don't.
Exactly.
All right. Here we go.
A racist rant at a Rochester.
Go back.
The family in the middle of a controversy after a racist rant at a Rochester park is now speaking out.
The local NAACP chapter wants the city attorney's office and the sheriff's office to take action.
Did you call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him.
This video went viral. It shows a woman.
Now, there's something that you're going to see here. Something's going on. because we still haven't like seen this family. You know what I mean? Like the victim's family. I'm still waiting. You would think after all this time, how come they haven't come out yet, right?
How come they haven't come out to get their GoFundMe?
But so that's what I'm saying.
At
So
the
let's
very
see.
least.
Confronting a black child and calling him a racial slur. She claimed he stole from her
Okay,
diaper
but you
bag.
guys keep
The woman-
claiming that she did that, and we don't have that on tape either.
Yeah.
With this, remember,
Later
this
started a
video
fight.
started with a guy going, "You called him the N-word 2 minutes ago, and I didn't catch it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The best way to handle this, if I did call a kid the N-word, and then some black guy started recording me, go, "What did you say?" I'd go, "I didn't say that." I would absolutely gaslight everybody. This man is insane. I didn't say that.
That's such a crazy thing. Why would I say that?
Why would I say that in a park full of black people? That's insane.
That's a good point. And he'd be like, "Yeah, you're right. That would be crazy." He'd be like, "You're right. You're right. That would be crazy if you said that." So yeah, you're right. All right, man. Have a good day. That's how that would end.
Fundraiser and says it was
Yeah,
helping
you're right. I'm
protect
sure they would all be very reasonable
Yeah.
about it.
a black child and calling him a racial slur. She claimed he stole from her diaper bag. The woman later started a fundraiser and says it was helped to protect her family in response to the video. She raised more than $700,000. This morning, the family of the child involved said the incident has changed their lives for the worse. Here's their statement, quote,
What? Notice something. A statement. They have not gone on camera yet. They haven't gone on video. Something is up. The only reason they're even coming out through like a lawyer or whatever is because they realize this woman made $1 million, almost $1 million.
The event caused our family much pain and many sleepless nights. We no longer feel safe in our home and our community. It will take
Well,
years
we don't
for
feel
our
safe in
family,
our
especially
communities
our
'cause of,
children,
you
to
know,
recover.
The unpleasantness.
The thing that she doesn't like.
The unpleasantness. Oh man. All right. Let's keep going. I also updated on locals so people from locals could come over here and hang out. I'm doing the best that I can. You know what sucks? The part that like really sucks though, I just realized we can't get any donations on YouTube. That is for sure. That is a fact. Jack.
Well, no,
unless
we can't. But remember, I have the bot in there posting the link constantly.
But unless people want to go to co-fi.com/revenge of the sis and you could donate there and we'll read your comments on air and we keep more money. Google gets no money. I'm going to go ahead and pin this in the chat room. Pin
the
message.
The bot did it. Okay, I was going to say.
No,
the
I'm
bot's
pin.
been
I
posted.
was going to pin it. Yeah, it's pinned. Okay. Dude, the fucking video of the judge letting did you see the video of the judge letting the fucking ICE, letting the illegals escape ICE?
I remember the story.
Video just came out of her doing it.
Oh, shit.
She's fucked.
That I didn't see.
For the first time, we're seeing Judge Hannah Dugan outside her courtroom April 18th wearing her black
This is the one that got
robes,
arrested or
appearing
whatever,
to
right?
confront several federal agents there to arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Milwaukee man and Mexican national charged locally with 3 counts of domestic battery. This video, released by Milwaukee County through an open records request, is part of the evidence in the case against Judge Dugan, who's charged with obstructing a federal investigation, concealing Flores Ruiz, allowing him to leave her courtroom by a different door after sending the agents to speak to the chief judge.
So he sent the agent to speak to the judge so then he could have him escape. You saw that?
Absolutely done on purpose.
Yeah.
Flores Ruiz, dressed in black with his attorney, is seen in several of the videos leaving by that other door. One prosecutors say was used by jurors and not open to the public. As he leaves, though, he is seen in the hallway, followed by another agent. As Flores Ruiz gets into the
Is there
elevator...
a video?
You know what? I have to do it manually because I remember I'm using Prism. I just remembered that. Sorry, guys. Okay. Tell me okay, did you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
For the first time, we're seeing Judge Hannah Dugan outside her courtroom April 18th wearing her black robes, appearing to confront several federal agents there to arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz,
Okay, here you go. Watch.
a Milwaukee
Here.
man and Mexican national charged locally with 3 counts of domestic
this out.
battery. This video, released by Milwaukee County through an open records request, is part of the evidence in the case against Judge Dugan, who's charged with obstructing a federal investigation, concealing Flores Ruiz, allowing him to leave her courtroom by a different door after sending the agents to speak to the chief judge. Flores
That's
Ruiz, dressed in
egregious.
black with
Look
his
at that.
attorney, is seen in several of the videos leaving by that other door, one prosecutors say was used by jurors and not open to the public. As he leaves, though, he is seen in the hallway, followed by another agent. As Flores Ruiz gets into the elevator to leave, the agent slips in as well. According to the criminal complaint against Dugan, that agent followed them down. The agent seen here following out of the building downstairs, and once backup arrived, they tried to arrest Flores Ruiz, who another video shows ran north in front of the courthouse for nearly a block before agents caught up with him. And
Oh, they got him
arrested
anyway. It's just
Federal
hilarious.
agents arrested Dugan herself.
Hey, what's wrong, Fatso? Did you get caught, Fatso? Huh? What happened, Fatty?
A week later.
Eduardo Flores Ruiz's domestic violence case is moving through the Milwaukee.
And it's not like she helped. Again, look, it'd be one thing if, let's say, she believed like whatever in her, the illegal immigration officer would fine, and it'd be one thing, right? If she like released a guy who got in trouble for like a parking violation, and then ICE was going to grab him, you'd be like, man, that's she's being she's that guy shouldn't have his life ruined if you think the way she thinks. But like, guy's a domestic abuser, like.
Yeah.
What are you saving him for?
Yeah, it seems pretty bizarre. It's a weird hill to die on.
You think you think they were smashing? I think they were smashing. Pink Trip's in the chat. How dare you hide the video? Hey, Pink Trip, what's up, buddy?
I don't think they're smashing, but I think that the guy reminds her of somebody she is smashing.
Milwaukee County Court. He is, however, in federal custody on his immigration arrest. The FBI arrested Judge Dugan at the county courthouse 1 week later on April 25th. She pleaded not guilty in a federal court.
Well, there's literally a video of you doing it. So
last week.
So have fun with that.
Judge Dugan, your response.
She just says the
That's
N-word.
Dugan exiting the federal courthouse after an arraignment last week. Her legal team filed a motion to dismiss the case, calling it unconstitutional and saying that she is entitled to judicial immunity. A judge set a tentative trial date.
You don't get judicial immunity for like lying to the feds. That's not how judicial immunity works. I'm a judge, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's sorry.
All right, should we check? Should we check in on your old the old Big Apple, your old town, Mersh? The Big Apple?
Oh, God. What's wrong with it now?
Why do you immediately assume it's a bad thing? Why do you immediately assume it's a bad thing?
When do we cover good things?
Okay, so fine. It's a bad thing. Say it's fine. So let me. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me explain to you what we're looking at here. Okay. Woman says the cops ignored her after a random assault in New York City. Here you go. So that guy.
Hey, you want to know where my address is? Hey, follow me. It's 211. Follow me, Blonde. You're blind.
You saw the guy watch. So the woman's walking, punches her in the face. She falls.
Damn, she took a fucking tumble.
Hey, you want to know where my address is? Hey, follow me. It's 211. Follow me, Blonde. You're blind. As soon as he sits his white, you want to marry me so I can slit your throat?
Follow me to my so I could slit your throat.
What's the universe?
You know what I would say to that? No, I don't think I will.
No.
What's cell division? What's your internal organ? What's the power of physics? What's their mouth? How do you kill an agent without touching them? My God, are you missing a step, agent? Are you missing a step? What's banana?
Hey, Pessy, do you think we should introduce Mersh to that crazy fat lady we found this morning?
Not in person, I hope.
Which?
The one with the glasses?
Oh.
Fat arms?
Oh, I forgot about her.
Hey, Mersh, can I introduce you to somebody?
You know how I feel about fat armed
Mersh
women.
probably seen her.
Okay, have you seen? Okay, well, Mersh, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to show you a thumbnail. Tell me if you know who this is.
No.
Okay. Quick background. It's a body cam. This woman, and
she seems reasonable. She looks very reasonable.
Okay.
Oh, she's no.
She lives in like one of those.
She looks like a typical Trump voter. Am I right?
But you know what? I'll just play it. I'll just do that.
Ellen in jail. She experiences jail. And she experiences goddamn handcuffs. Now, have you been offended as an American? Me too. I don't want to be here. Take me to Africa, you.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I did see this. I didn't play this on my show, but this is the one where the lady got the package delivered to the wrong place and she like
Yes.
goes fucking nuclear over
And
it.
she is the craziest woman I
So
have.
this lady wanted somebody thrown in jail because her package got delivered to the wrong door.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Specifically, Mersh, the woman arrived home, saw there was a package, and opened it because she was also expecting a package. Realized it
And it
wasn't
was
what
the
she
wrong
ordered.
one,
Looked
yeah.
at the address, saw it wasn't. Yeah, right. So honest mistake.
Just brought it to
Right?
the lady and said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm sorry."
I've done that before.
How many times have we all done that?
It's happened to everybody. Okay, here you go.
Sonya, come to the door. What's
I have somebody broke a cell on my goddamn government phone and I'm pissed.
Somebody
Government
tried to
phone,
open
of
my
course.
government phone and I'm pissed.
What's the matter with this?
I will press charges. This goddamn.
Look at those arms. Look at the back of those. Look at that. Look at those. Look at that one. Look at those fat arms. Look at that.
Royce.
Look
It's
at
called
that.
being a unit.
Okay, you're right. You think she? How much do you think she benches?
Right here. I'm gonna press charges on her on my government goddamn
Bro, she's
phone.
nautical units.
She broke
I
the
can't.
cells.
I can
said
still
she
see
pressed
her in my mind's eye.
and cells. Press charges on her now.
You have the phone?
No!
Looks like you do.
I want this replaced.
Looks like you do.
See this?
My favorite version, like of all the cops that you see, the versions of cops that you get in body cams. I always love the bewildered cop that just got there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? The one that
What?
just got a cup of coffee and
What?
it's his first call of the shift, and it's just like, yeah, it looks like your phone is right there, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goddamn government phone!
The seal hasn't been broken. It's still.
The seal hasn't been broken. It's still in the box.
Shut up.
It's intact.
You see this truck? You see this paw print? Thumb, 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 thumb. You see this thumb? See this thumb? You see this thumb? See this thumb? You see these numbers?
Numbers.
You see this name and numbers?
Numbers.
You see name and numbers?
Numbers.
My name is Sonia. 5 letters. It's which?
Number 7 letters.
On a phone pretty. And then you can click on that. You click on this. You click on my goddamn door.
You're done. Yep. You're under arrest.
You know, the problem with people like this is like, we're giving them free phones, free housing, free money, and it's like, they could easily just be harvested for their organs.
I don't want those organs. Who wants those organs? Those have been used and
people.
abused for what? For
Export.
food? For food.
Export
Export
organs.
I guess I could make soap out of her arm fat.
We could sell the organs to like shittier countries as exports.
Okay, now we're talking. We sell it, you know, Japan, and tell them it's like whale blubber. They love whale blubber.
They love that shit.
Hear me out. Michelin, ma'am.
I like it.
Michelin, ma'am.
What, candy?
Got it.
It's a government phone. And somebody opened my mail in a
Couple
hotel. They broke their cell on theft. Now I want Helen arrested too. We're both going handcuffs. Get Helen too. We're going together as twins. Get Helen. Let me pick up my trash.
No.
Get Helen.
No.
Get
I
Helen.
love this. I love this demanding tone too.
Helen has to go with her because Helen accidentally opened her government phone. So obviously this is Helen's fault.
You broke the seal. Give me the seal in my mouth. Give me the seal in my mouth. And my license.
We're gonna leave it there.
No, you're not. You're locking my door. Give me my goddamn license and my purse.
Where's your keys?
You're giving me my license and my purse. What? You're locking the door, giving me my license and my purse, and you take your Helen.
You're going to give my license, my purse.
Where's your keys at, Sonya?
She seems nice.
This is going to be the end stage to some of these love on the spectrum people. I'm telling you, man. Like, if some of these people do not get like pulled
This
back,
is where Tampa Girl's gonna end up.
yeah, they really need to be careful with them because this is what they turn into.
Give me my goddamn purse on my neck.
So that Madison girl gets arrested. She's like, I need my dolls. Get my dolls.
She broke the law.
You threw the keys up on the fridge, or was that just them?
They're always on the hook every goddamn.
I love how calm these cops are. Like, yeah, get her keys and just make sure.
It's on the banana. Catch your dick. It's a banana.
There they are.
Put it on my hair.
There they are.
I hope so.
Get the goddamn envelope that was opened illegally.
Back up.
Get the goddamn that did it. Right now.
Man,
You know-
if you keep this up, you're gonna get the ass whooping of a lifetime in jail.
I want to pop her right on her fucking nose, like you know, and I'm looking, right. But enough.
That's why jail is good for these people, because somebody will pop them in the nose.
Have a good night, guys.
I can guarantee you, if she goes to jail tonight, she's not going to be carrying on like that in a cell.
Oh no.
That will get corrected real quick.
You're gonna break my. Good job. I'm a Teenage Mutant Turtle, and you can't put handcuffs behind me because I'm a handicapped little toad. You have to put them in the front of titties.
She's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, so she can't put the handcuffs in the back because she's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, so you have to put it in the front of her titties.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Because I'm handicapped by law.
She is handicapped by law.
Self-defense lawyer now. You are the worst
Self-defense
goddamn
lawyer.
witch people I ever met in my goddamn life. The worst humans in my goddamn life.
My goddamn
And I
life.
can train a dog to protect somebody from a human before a human can drive a goddamn car without hitting me. And the mother titty.
She's doing well.
In the motherfucking titty. Yeah, she's known to the cops. She's had several interactions with them. All right.
I would imagine. I don't think it just started today like this.
Okay, so we have another ride along. Another ICE ride along.
He is about to get the exclusive opportunity to ride along with ICE fugitive operations. This is what these ICE
Which
officers...
daytime TV doctor's coming along for this one?
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that we go to. You know what I'm thinking? Let's go to daytime TV judges. Like, I think they should ride along.
Okay.
You know what? Like
Yeah.
Judge Joe Brown. Maybe Judge Joe Brown ride
Oh,
along.
he's already based, too.
Yeah, he's already based. Have Judge Joe Brown ride along. That'd be great, you know?
do day in and day out, and our cameras are going to go along.
Judge Judy. Have Judge Judy go for a ride around. She's like 100, but she's all right.
He's a foreign fugitive, wanted for double murder out of Venezuela. The other male, the friend that was helping with the car issues, we're going to try to arrest him too. We're going to try to get a 2-for-1. Anything else? All right, let's roll out.
And with that, these officers gear up and hit the road. ICE Assistant Field Office Director Mitchell Diaz says they're simply doing what they've always done.
This is what we do every day. There's no change.
Bro, I literally do, every day. Like, I wake up, I have un cafecito, a croqueta, and then,
I don't think that's a Cuban. That's a Mexican, right?
This is a Cuban. This is a Cuban.
Oh, is
this
it? Oh,
this
it's
is a
Florida
Miami ride along.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Miami ride along. So it's a Cuban.
This is what we do every day. There's no change from this current.
Bro, I have a cafecito, croqueta, and then, I drop my kid off at day Christian school because, bro, I'm not going to send him with the blacks. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to be mean, whatever, but, you know what I mean. He's going to get a good education.
What I do is I just go I have breakfast at Don Pon and they just come to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly,
I just sit back.
He sits there like Don Eladio, just waiting for them to walk in. Yeah.
With a really, really bad Mexican Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Current administration or prior administration.
Un frunk.
Or any other administration beforehand.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about what ICE does?
It's just not random. It's just not that they're going out in the streets and picking up just any individual. Most of the enforcement action is targeted. We know who we want and who we're going after. It's long-term investigations that we do.
Today, their investigation led them to this apartment building in Broward.
Ooh.
Apartment building or an old hotel that they turned into an apartment building, because that's what this looks
Which
like.
is a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
Like the Target.
And those are always horrible.
They're never good.
Prior surveillance suggested the target would head to work around 1 p.m. By 1:50, they had their guy. ICE asked us not to report his name or show his face as the case is still pending, but they tell us this man in his late 20s is wanted for 2 counts of first-degree murder, organized crime, and aggravated assault in his home country of Venezuela.
What? These fucking evil ICE fascists are arresting
murderers.
What the fuck, man? Double murder. Okay.
After about almost 2 hours of waiting for the target to come outside, the entire arrest happened in just under 10 minutes. Do you get nervous going out on these each day because you never know what, will meet you on the other side?
Yes, I mean, there is always a nerve, officer safety aspect of it. This is like every law enforcement agency. These are brave men that are going out every day.
Every day?
To ensure that not only national security, but the community and the public is safe from these individuals.
ICE recently touted the arrest of more than 1,100 undocumented immigrants in just one
I
week
swear,
in
dude, all of
Florida.
our anti-immigration soldiers in fucking Texas are Mexican, and in Florida they're all Cuban.
Yeah.
All of them.
Operation Tidal Wave, they called it. But Diaz says his officers are not out conducting raids.
These are targeted.
If you can speak Spanish as a secondary language in any of these states, we will hire you to go get these fucking illegals.
Raids are different. Raids could be based on employment inspections, just to
I think you
ensure
mean
that
inspections.
the employer is following U.S. laws and immigration laws. A lot of these individuals that may be part of a raid may be working with fraudulent documents, social security numbers, and fraudulent employment.
We arrested this guy, bro. Like this dude had like a big head, bro. His name was like De Chico, and he said he was from like France. And bro, like I don't buy that shit, dude. Like that guy had a weird fucking head, bro. He had like no butt. It's like weird that he had like no butt and nobody talked about that more, you know?
Cars.
Well, I think I like ate a gummy and fell asleep watching Coneheads, dude. I don't know, bro. It's been real stressful. It's been real stressful since Trump took office.
But it's like Delta 8, bro, so it's legal.
It's legal, so it's fine. Like I don't break the law, like technically. You know what I mean?
So that raids are completely different than what ICE does as to the fugitive operations.
They're calling it Operation Bad Burrito in the YouTube channel. Operation Bad Burrito.
During CBS Miami's ride-along, officers also arrested a second person who admitted to being in the country illegally. After the arrest, the team headed back to Miramar, where the men were fingered.
Oh, why? I mean,
I would
okay.
never-
Whoa.
Wait, you said headed back, so they were there once, and they decided
they were
to go
like,
back.
oh, I'm going to go back to Miramar.
Wow.
Fingerprinted
That's a bold
to see if they pop
strategy.
up in any law enforcement databases. Typically, if ICE arrests someone who has a final order of removal or who re-entered the U.S. illegally after being previously deported, they're subject to immediate removal from the country. Others await due process. As for today's target,
More like don't process.
They're to face justice at the country in which they committed the crime, where the warrant is from.
Once they're booked and processed, they'll be taken to an ICE.
And if they don't fucking take him, we're going to send him to the Sudan.
So they got a choice, bro.
So it's like you go back to fucking Venezuela or you want to go to the Sudan. It's really up to you, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck, but like...
And apparently, like, it's South Sudan, and like, from what I hear, bro, like, Sudan is like Chicago. You don't want to go to the South one.
Not the south side of Sudan. Oh, fuck. The fact that it's just these, like, spick Cuban ICE agents is what's so funny to me.
It's the same thing in Texas. They're all Mexican.
They're all Mexican. Of course they're all Mexican. Of course.
Penny for you.
Bro, like, they pay me well, like, as a fucking Cuban. Like, Cuban ICE agent is great because, like, as a Cuban, bro, like, I already hate all other Hispanics. So I get to go out there and fucking arrest them, dude. How fucking cool is that, dude? Like, honestly, I'm only kind of pissed that, like, Puerto Rico is technically part of the U.S. because I can't arrest Puerto Ricans, you know? But sometimes I bust them up and I tell them I think they're Venezuelan whenever. Like, I let them go at the end, but I like to fuck with them, you know?
That's hilarious.
Your thoughts? A penny earned is a penny saved. Well, in the future, these sayings will likely
That's
no
not.
longer hold.
That's not the phrase. You said it backwards.
Penny saved is a penny earned, you fucking nerd.
Fucking stupid idiot.
And you're in the news? Hey, newsflash, you're wrong. Got him.
Newsflash, pal.
As much meaning because the U.S. Mint is killing the penny. It costs nearly 4 cents to make 1 cent. And last year, the U.S. Mint made more.
Nothing shows you government more than a penny costs 4 cents to make. Nothing.
Hey, you know what? You know what's? Hey, sir. You know what? We used to make pennies with this thing called copper, so that the penny would retain some value. So whose fault is this?
More than 3 billion pennies. The Treasury says the U.S. Mint.
Well, they are made of copper. And here's the thing. So there's people that are collecting pennies, right? And technically right now you cannot sell pennies for copper because they're money. There have been people that I've saw documentaries about this, people that have been hoarding pennies, hoarding pennies forever because they were waiting for what's about to happen now. The moment that we
No, I mean, I get it, but there's still I know there's some copper in it. The point is that there's very little copper in pennies anymore. So they're not fucking worth what they used to be. When they used to be actually high percentages of copper, they'd retain some of the value. These pennies probably maybe are worth a little bit more than the actual penny itself, but not the way it should be, We should have inflation-proof money, you fucking assholes. You ruined it.
Has to be old pennies. Yes, you're correct. They have to be old pennies, not new pennies. Sorry. Yes, they look at the certain
Yeah, the
date.
wheat pennies.
What date?
The pre-40 something.
Is that what it is? No, it's after
But
40s.
no, it's
When did they stop?
1962.
There you go.
No,
What's
actually,
that?
since 1982 was when the switch happened.
Okay, so any
And
1980
now they're
people,
only
you're correct. People
Yeah,
collect
they're-
pre-1982 pennies. You are correct.
Yeah, now they're only 2.5% copper.
We suck.
We destroy this place.
We fucking suck, dude. But I'm glad we're getting rid of pennies. Pennies suck anyway. I don't want them anyway. Like I
Yeah,
understand.
no, let's keep getting rid of real
dude.
money. Let's.
Yeah, we got rid of the penny in Canada, and it's just fucking been amazing. Like, there's no use for them. They make your fingers stinky. They get gross. Like, there's fucking no use. No point. Round shit up.
Hey, Anakin, you're thinking of sand. It's coarse, gets everywhere. Look, I need a pee, so let's just go to break real quick. Normally, and by the way, here's what we're gonna do. Today's entire show is gonna be free, and it's gonna be on YouTube. Spread the word to any Rumble people that we're over here. That we're over here on YouTube doing this, but because we're doing the best that we can. But I'll have the whole episode. It'll be in good quality, put up later after the show. I'll upload it in full quality and delete the 2 fucking parters, which suck. But hey guys, if you want to help us out, revengeofthesys.locals.com and patreon.com/we're not sorry. That helps me buy my Starlink, so we never have to worry about this again. And my Starlink should be here hopefully Monday. Hopefully. So
nice.
And a reminder that there is no show on Monday because it is a long weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah. So revengeofthesys.locals.com, patreon.com/we're not sorry. Today's a free show for everyone. You are welcome. You're lucky that my bad internet gave you guys all a free show. We'll be right back, though. Stay where you are.
These days, running a small business can be a big challenge. Whether we're receiving a flower delivery for unclear reasons, or raising the blinds and flipping over the open-closed sign, which is how I spend most of my workday, or even making a latte for a black woman, an iced tea for a white woman, and a coffee for a gently brown guy who could go in a lot of different directions. We've got our hands full. That's why Chase Bank is here for us. When this man in a suit from Chase Bank came down and shook my hand at my place of business, it really solidified what we'd already talked about at his office. Now we're looking at a laptop like my stupid little coffee shop is going to be a big disruptor in the online space. And my Chase business card allows me to make those emergency purchases that I lose sleep at night over. Chase understands my business the way they understand all businesses, as a huge reverse funnel that shoves money upwards to them. Hey, another flower delivery. These'll look great in the bathroom while I'm pooping blood from the stress. Now I'm flipping over that open-closed sign again. Is that a new stadium with Chase's name on it? How'd they afford that? I'll be in this bathroom for a while. Better toss it to the announcer.
At Chase Bank, we're about more than just foreclosing on American servicemen while overseas. We're about small business. So when you think of Chase, don't think of the 2008 financial crash. Think of your local sympathetic small business.
Flower delivery.
Yeah, guys, we're good on flowers for a while.
Second hour ROTC. Thank you for staying with us even through all these internet issues and Rumble issues and all these fucking issues. So it's weird. We're live only on YouTube right now. It's been a long time. It's been a really, really long time since we've been live only on YouTube. Very, very.
Let's say, good old YouTube.
Very, very odd. Very, very odd to be over here. Hi, everybody on YouTube. It's been a long time.
I miss YouTube.
Yeah. So you know what I did? I felt bad. I felt bad for the locals and the Patreon people. So I went ahead and posted. Well, Patreon has a 24-hour chat, but I went ahead and posted on locals a link to this episode and gave them their own chat. That way, if they wanted to go hang out over there, they still have to watch it via YouTube, but they have their own, chat and stuff like that.
They don't have to hang out with these paupers.
Yeah. Forrest Mommy said she was going to post tits in there too. If there's any time to sign up for locals,
there you go.
Right now. Right now, if you sign up for locals, she promised that in the chat she would be showing tits. I just saw it. I just saw her say it. So, and the one thing women aren't are liars.
Yeah, they never lie.
They're not. They're not liars.
We begin with the breaking news in San Diego after a small plane crashed in a neighborhood, impacting dozens of homes.
It happened early this morning in the Murphy Canyon neighborhood near Tierra Santa. The plane was flying from Wichita, Kansas to San Diego's Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport when it crashed. San Diego Naval Base officials saying the neighborhood is one of the largest military housing units in the world. Here is what we know so far. There have been multiple fatalities from the crash, and they all appear to be from the plane itself. That's information we're getting from the San Diego Assistant.
Damn. And Allstate said they give him $25,000 after three adjusters go out and tell them.
That's not completely destroyed. You can fix that.
Fire chief. Several homes and cars have been destroyed.
I just had my car washed. Nothing can go wrong today.
Oh, no.
Over
You're Apu out there singing Dream Police.
Hey, that plane's flying a little low, isn't it?
People have been displaced as a result of the crash. First responders.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think that there were probably people where the crash happened and they had to move.
Is searching for victims and part of the plane.
Eyewitness News reporter David Gonzalez is in the neighborhood getting a very close look at the damage. David, what have you seen so far?
Hey, Philip and Colleen, this scene.
Does this pin make me look gay? 'Cause thank you.
Does this pin make me look fabulous?
Is straight out of a disaster.
I love how these
They're like, let's go to David Gonzalez, who's live at the scene. Hey, girl. Like, that's not very professional.
I like how these news stations have like news brochures now. Like, what is that? What are you, Madeleine Albright?
Movie, I can tell you just standing here, you could smell the jet fuel and also burnt metal that is left after this plane crash.
That we know could not have melted the steel in his home.
Yeah, that's right. 9/11 truther and gay. I'm all over the fucking place.
Fucking American homes having steel in them. Fucking.
Okay, Virgie. Okay, now it's gonna tell me Chinese drywall's bad. Okay, sure, bud. Idiot.
No, it's great.
That's
It's
Virgie's
great.
comeback.
If
They're
you
like, yeah, jet
formaldehyde.
fuel can't melt steel beams. And you're like, yeah, I mean, American steel, but let's grow up.
Virgie's just mad because Chinese pipes are better than the ones he makes. So
They are. Absolutely. I don't even care. Who gives a shit? None of this matters.
he's so defeated.
Crash. I'm going to step aside and kind of
No,
give
I
you a
just
better.
don't care.
That's why that's why Virgie can't compete with China. Because, yeah, that's what I really want to own. A bong I can't afford to break.
Hey, to be fair,
That's a good point.
I will
It's
say,
just like, at least the Chinese one, it breaks. And you're like, oh, yeah, I paid like $3 for that.
I will say that I
Dude,
still
I
have,
have, like,
I still have two
$400.
that I have two that Virgie gave me, and I have dropped them a lot, and they still haven't broken. So
Hey, it's unusual, right?
it's
yeah, the
super
two I got
weird.
from Virgie
It
too
fucks
don't
me
break.
up. I don't like complimenting him because fuck him. But Virgie, I will say that I drop pipe. I break pipes all the time. I drop them all the time.
I dropped your pipe on my bathroom tile.
Yeah,
It didn't break.
and then it's fine. I think it bounced.
Yeah, no, you can take those fuckers and throw them at the street, dog. I've done it.
No, I know. Virtue, when he first gave me the pipe, he goes, look, and he started hitting it on like the fucking desk of the fucking hotel.
He was hitting his kids with it. He's like, look at this.
Saw that? His face broke before the pipe did. Virgie's pipes. So good you could beat your kids with them. There you go, Virgie. Put that on a shirt. There you go.
I like to keep a couple of them in the glove box. That way, when they're acting up behind me, I can just chuck them at them.
I thought you were going to say you like keeping a couple kids in the glove box when they're acting up.
The jet fuel and also burnt metal that is left after this plane crash. I'm going to step aside and kind of give you a better idea.
Oh my God, there's like so many. There's one tiny little box for reporters, so they're all talking over each other.
You can see one of the homes that was directly hit by that plane crash. You can see the
I love
scorched
how so
car
little
and
people
also
gave a
the
shit about the Devil Wears Prada that they were like, a talent agent died.
scorched
nobody
home.
gave a shit
Just
about
minutes
this
ago,
guy.
San Diego police let us know that they confirmed 2 fatalities in this plane crash, at least right now, as well as 8 injured and more than 100 displaced following this plane crash. But of course, everyone in this neighborhood, especially military families, waking up to this tragedy. A San Diego neighborhood
100
filled with
people
military families
displaced.
is engulfed
Have
in
you checked trees?
Yeah, okay, have we seen?
What are they, cats?
Power lines, chimneys, you know.
flames moments after a plane crashes into multiple homes.
And you know what's funny? They live right next to a pillow factory, and they just missed the pillow factory.
Aw,
they
it
just
sucks.
missed it.
I woke up and
I woke up and there was a fucking plane in my house. So I thought, did I fall asleep watching Donnie Darko? But no, turns out there was a fucking plane in my house.
I thought they were just filming like a sequel to Breaking Bad, but it turned out no.
I know I've said this before, but Donnie Darko, looking back at it, was an overrated, angsty piece of shit.
Oh, that movie sucked.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Terrible.
I'm glad. Because there was a while there where everyone was like, oh, it's so good, bro. It's like fucking bleh. And I was like, all right, I guess. But that movie just sucked. It was just another angsty, emo.
I didn't fall for it back when it came out and everybody said it was brilliant. I was like, no, maybe I'm just not sad enough. But I don't care about this.
It was
I don't care about
pretentious
this
and
kid.
boring.
This kid is
It
a
was
weirdo, and he should be picked on. You know what I mean?
That in fucking Garden State. That movie sucked a dick.
Oh, that one's terrible
Let's
too.
go yell in a fucking pit or whatever. Shut up. Fucking
What do you
nerds.
want? What the hell do you want?
Whoa, racist.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You know the black cat.
I've got a video for you, Royce, and this actually might be really funny.
Okay.
Somebody sent me to this earlier since we're on movies.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna send you this video. You'll see the thumbnail and you'll immediately know what this guy's talking about.
Okay.
This is fucking hilarious.
Okay. All right. Dirty crack house movies. Okay. I mean, I'm looking at the still, so that's Jamie Kennedy, Son of the Mask, right? That's what I'm looking at there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wait till he
Dirty
describes what a dirty crackhead movie is, and you're gonna immediately think of.
Oh, I already know what this is.
All right. I have no idea. All right.
This term, in my mind, originates from probably one of the greatest reviews I've ever read on Letterboxd on the movie Space Chimps. Somewhere in the world, there is a child in a dirty crack house who watches this as a 2008 cam rip on a burnt disc on repeat while their parents smoke crack.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew exactly when I heard Crack House movie. I'm like, wait, I know what this is gonna be.
Oh man, that is such
exactly
a
what
specific. That is such. No, I know exactly what you mean. That is such a specific, like.
You want to know which one I
thing.
thought of? You want to know what I thought of immediately when he said this? What movie I thought of? And he mentions it in this fucking video: Monsters versus Aliens.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, guys, let's try to think of some dirty crack house movies. 'Cause now I actually do want to think of some of these. Let's think. What are some movies that, again,
Dirty crack house movies?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, can I give you one of my number ones?
Sure.
Fucking Spun. Remember Spun?
No, what's
With
fun?
Brittany
This is
Murphy
for
and
babies
everyone's
to
on
watch. So
fucking
this is-
meth.
No.
That's
Pessy,
not
Pessy,
movies
Pessy.
about doing drugs.
Sorry, a dirty crack house movie is okay. So there were specifically.
It's a movie that you would see generally a ethnic baby sitting on a dirty floor watching a burn version of.
Right.
over
Okay.
and
So
over
here's
again.
a
They're
description.
poor.
Okay, a dirty crack house movie.
City of God.
No, you're not.
Okay, listen, Pessy.
He's doing.
Are you doing it on purpose, you piece of shit? Listen, Pessy.
Well, but a baby gets.
Listen, just listen.
On the movie Space Chimps. Somewhere in the world, there is a child in a dirty crack house who watches this as a 2008 cam rip on a burnt disc on repeat while their parents smoke crack.
Now, what would now
The Cookout.
What's The Cookout?
A Queen Latifah comedy that's usually found in the bottom of a Walmart.
Okay,
bargain
all right. See, there you go. Now we're talking dirty crack. Okay, I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a Medea movie, a ripped Medea movie.
God, Lucas has a good one.
Okay.
Training Day.
I got one.
Training Day is a dirty crack house. movie.
Undercover Brother.
Ooh.
The Marine 3 with The Miz.
Oh, the Marine 3. Yeah, you're right. It usually, a sequel is a bad sequel is a very good dirty crack. Like
Okay,
Jingle
I get it.
All the Way 2.
Ugh.
Dr. Doolittle too.
Okay.
Crack. Now, if you've seen Space Chimps, it's the most
The Incredibles, but the first one.
I'm looking at.
You're
chat.
still watching
I'm
the
looking at
first one?
Yeah.
description of
I'm
that
looking at
movie.
chat, and so many of the movies chat have mentioned are in this video.
Merch, the first Incredibles, but they only have the second disc with its just bonus features. So they just watch the making of the Incredibles.
Or no, they have the
over-
second disc, but it's such an old disc. It's the second half of the movie.
Yeah. No.
Remember those?
It's just story.
Yeah.
It's just storyboard art.
No,
Yeah.
they have the first disc, but if you don't skip the third chapter quick enough, then it gets stuck in the DVD player, and you got to restart it.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
never
have the
they
remote.
never know what
You don't have the
they
remote.
in their that crack house, they never know how the baby got the powers. So because they have to skip that part, because if they don't skip that part, it crashes. Because here's how it goes. It goes, "Where's my super suit?" Whoa. And then it starts again. And then it starts from the beginning because there's a long scratch on it.
And then you just hear a lot of loud crunching noises from inside the disc.
Baby
They
Genius
still
is
think They still think Bruce Willis is alive in The Sixth Sense because the movie never finishes.
Can I get another one?
Yeah, it was like a movie about some weird bald dude hanging around a little kid.
Home Alone 3. Home Alone 3
Okay.
would be a
The
dirty
other
crackhead
kid?
movie. Yeah.
4.
4? Okay. All right. Let's
4,
see.
trust me.
Okay,
How
let's
about the Karate Kid, but with the Will Smith's kid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's dirty crack. Oh hell yeah.
Black Annie.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I remember that one.
Okay.
Oh, there's a good
who's
one
your
in the chat,
caddy?
Cat in the Hat.
Who's your caddy?
Who's your caddy? Is it dirty
Oh my
crack
god.
house?
Oh my god.
What a fucking pull! How did your brain go there?
Hold on.
Who's
The
your-
Wash.
The last movie, by the way, to feature Jeffrey Jones, the principal from Ferris Bueller, that was like
And
diddling
Alan-
kids.
Okay, I got one.
Because Andy Milonakis was on set, so he thought.
Okay. A DVD rip of Down to Earth with Chris Rock when he goes inside a white guy's body.
Yes, or Head of
God.
State. We'll also do Head
Oh,
of
Head of
also
State.
accept Head of State.
I got one. 300 with a cam rip of 300 with hard-coded Chinese subtitles.
Oh, I got one.
Nice.
Without a paddle with Seth Green.
Wait, wasn't that with like Steve Zahn?
Yeah, or some shit.
I'm
Okay,
laughing.
guys, I get it. My stream is a crack house. I get it. The things I watch are crack. I get it, okay? I get it.
Pessy, change your thing to Pessy's Crack House.
Crack baby hour.
But what else is a dirty crack house movie?
Okay, let's see.
Well, I guess let's just start off by,
Pessy, let's see how many of these you've watched.
what makes a dirty crack house movie?
Space Chimps,
In my
yes.
mind, a lot of the non-Disney, non-DreamWorks, non-Pixar, non-Illumination animated movies, they're very crack house-esque.
Yes.
However, DreamWorks is probably the least safe of the big animation studios because I feel like they just have the most dirty crack house movies. For example, Rise of the Guardians is such a dirty.
Oh, that sounds like one.
Owls of Gahul.
That sounds like one. Just the name of that Rise of the
Yeah.
Guardians would be something that would be in a dirty crack house on a TV.
Such a dirty crack house movie. Like I don't.
Bro,
have
if
to
I
say
told
much.
you who directed Rise of the Guardians, you would die laughing. So it's the same. So this guy.
Okay,
So
look,
this guy-
I never do this, by the way, because I think it's a stupid YouTube trick, but I'm actually going to do this one for real. No matter where you're watching this, do me a favor in the comments, leave your favorite dirty crack house movie, because I'm just reading the chat room. The chat room has some really good ones too. Sorry, Pessy, go ahead.
So he co-directed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but he also, he's the second ever black guy to direct a computer animated film after the Bebe's Kids guy. That's his accomplishment.
Nice.
Bebe's Kids. Bebe's
a little
Kids.
old.
That's still too old. It's got to be DVD era. Got to be DVD. Got you right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Are we thinking of bad animated stuff?
It could be.
Mars Needs Moms.
It doesn't need to be animated. It just needs to be something that like people would put on in the background because
Yeah.
it's kind of relatively unoffensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, bargain bin
vs.
shit.
Aliens is a dirty crack house movie. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
Okay, can I throw? Okay, then does if it does? I know they're movies, but can I throw another one? Just throw this out there. Just disc 2 of season 3 of Heroes.
Okay,
but just disc 2, not disc 1. Just disc 2 in season 3. They have no other seasons. Just that one.
Oh my god. Okay, I got one.
Season 3, disc 4 of FIFA
I got
Online.
one.
Okay,
I
that's
got
good.
one.
Yeah.
Season 2, disc 3 of Family Guy, but it's lodged in the machine. They don't have the remote, so it's the menu. Just on loop.
That's like the fucking Klaus when he gets stuck in the hotel room with the Rapongi.
Bro,
What's
this is giving me fucking war flashbacks, dude. You know how many times I've woken up in a cold sweat to a DVD menu of something that
Okay.
fucking nobody should be watching?
Clumsy Martian's got one. Clumsy Martian's got a good one. The first live action Scooby-Doo movie.
Okay.
Oh
let's
god,
go.
that is so crack.
That's a
And
good
the
one.
second.
And the second. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Over the Hedge is undeniably
Over
dirty.
the hedge. Absolutely over the hedge. Absolutely over the hedge.
Crack house, Shark Tale.
All right, I've got one. Furry Vengeance.
Ooh, Furry Vengeance. How about the one? How about the chicken one where Mel Gibson plays a chicken? That one. Chicken. You know what movie I'm talking about, right, Pessy?
Chicken Run? No, that's a nah.
That's not no. Okay.
How about
I don't know about
Bedazzled?
Chicken Run. Ooh, Monkey Bone for sure.
Monkey Bone, absolutely.
Oh,
Monkey Bone for sure. Yeah. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. They're saying.
Extremely dirty
So basically,
crack
it's bad movies that are fun to watch high.
But they
is
have
what
to be
we're-
DVD. But they have to
No.
be DVD. They got to be DVD, and then they don't necessarily have to be fun. They could be bad. But I know exactly what you're talking about. You go in there and the crack house. It doesn't necessarily have to be a crack, but it's super poverty level. That's all they
B-movie.
have. Yeah.
Wonderland, the Val Kilmer Boogie Nights knockoff.
Wonderland.
That movie fucking sucks, bro.
Man, what a pull too. God damn it.
house movie. However, there's also
Osmosis Jones. That's a
Alvin the
fucking
Chipmunks.
crackhead. That's
That
a
is
crack house
100%
movie.
Dirty crack house. Stuart Little, the first 3 Spy Kids. Shark
Pootie
Boy and
Tang.
Lava
Hell
Girl.
yeah.
The first 3
Dude,
Spy
but-
Kids. The first 3 Spy Kids counts.
MVP, bedtime stories, undeniably crack house movies. Dirty
Wait, MVP is that most valuable primate? Because
so, yeah.
I'm gonna throw that. Yeah, most valuable primate. Absolutely.
crack house movies at that. And when I call something a
Dunstan
dirty
checks
crack
in.
house
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
movie, it doesn't mean the movie's bad, because a lot of the ones I've been listing are movies that I do like. And I mean, the 2007 TMNT movie is
The 2007.
Oh, that
my
one
God.
was dog
Oh, this
shit.
is God damn it.
dirty crack house movie in my eyes, and I think that movie is excellent. What about Big Friend?
I got one. Dumb and Dumberer.
Oh, the second one?
Yes,
Nice.
that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. That one definitely. Definitely.
Not.
No, when Harry met Lloyd.
When Harry Met Lloyd. Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about the one with Bob Saget.
Yeah. Yeah. That one. Dumb and Dumberer.
Oof.
I think we're getting a little bit away from the original intention. It has to
In
be
my
a movie
opinion, The
made
Big
for
Friend-
kids.
No, it doesn't have to be made for kids.
Not necessarily.
It has to be relatively it has to be acceptable for minorities, kids.
Yeah, no, because I'm.
Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll take that. Never mind.
Franchises aren't
Yeah, I'll take
safe
that.
from
How about this? It has to be. It has to be rated PG-13.
either.
Or under.
My idea is.
Look at that. They're showing the Ben Affleck Daredevil, dude. Come on. Come on. That movie was basically softcore porn.
Undeniably a dirty crack house movie. I mean, there's just
Jennifer Garner's boobs were so nice in that you ignored how big her man jaw was. Okay, just put it to you that way.
Good point.
in my mind, and I actually quite like that movie.
I got it. Jennifer Garner, remind me. Disc 2 of season 4 of Alias.
There you go.
If I'm gonna be completely honest, I do like that movie, but it is a dirty crack house movie, and that is a fact. Another one is Iron Man 2. I don't know. The movie just feels so icky. It's so bad, but it's so like I could imagine just a kid with a cam rip of Iron Man 2, and he's just forced to watch that while his parents do crack. Of course.
Oh, I saw one that said for sure Catwoman. Catwoman, the Halle Berry Catwoman. Yes, for sure.
That's definitely.
Remember, like she like got shot out of a pipe, and then cats gave her powers.
I think that's what.
Bessie, have you seen Catwoman?
That was the plot, I think.
Yeah, it's rough. It's fucking rough.
Argument that that's a dirty crack house movie. Batman and Robin is probably a dirty crack house movie. Heck, even Batman Forever. Green Lantern is a dirty crack house movie in my eyes. Then there's Star Wars. I think The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, yeah. Someone said in the chat earlier. You
Phantom Menace, specifically Phantom Menace.
Specifically that one. It's one where they made so many copies of it that it's basically free at Walmart. Like that's what I think. It has to be like.
Yeah, it actually you get you get a copy of it for free just for loading cash on your Green Dot card.
Yeah, exactly. You could steal it and they wouldn't even stop you.
They're movies that you can pay. You can buy on an EBT card.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They count it as food. They count it as cold food. It's so bad they count it as cold.
Pokemon cards, they were big in the 90s, and guess what? They're back. A hot ticket item for thieves, too, apparently.
Well, a couple local novelty shops had them swiped from their shelves this week. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack tells us how the thieves did it.
They said, give me those. You're fucking nerds. You have Pokemon cards. Like, yeah, okay.
Dude, I had to stop on the way home last night, and like I ended up having to. I know this sounds horrible. I had to go into a Target.
Whoa, man, are you okay?
And, I know it was rough, but I just out of curiosity, as I was walking towards the counter to pay, I was like, let me go look at the collectible cards, right? Because I've been keeping track of the Pokemon poachers and stuff, and I play videos of them on Nightwave.
Excuse me, Pokemans, but go ahead.
Pokemon pokers, poachers. So I was like, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna go over there and look, and I look at the wall, bro, and it literally says limit 2 per customer on Pokemon items. The whole wall empty. These people just come and ravage the Pokemon stocks all the time, hoping to get pulls. It's insane.
Yeah, man. I don't know why, but coming up, it might have been Instagram or Facebook. I don't know, but one of these videos came up in my algorithm where it was just you go to these conventions where they sell you the packs and then they film you opening them up there and just going through the cards and seeing if if you get a good card, and was like, yeah, this kid showed up with I don't know what this means. But I guess with two Pokemon cards are worth $12,000. They were Pikachu's, but he had a hat on. I don't know, dude. I don't follow that shit.
No, I know.
A hoodie?
I don't follow the specifics about the products. I've just been following the poachers because they're obnoxious human beings.
Yeah.
Hammers. That's what they use to get it.
You know what it is? Fucking Pokemon cards are scratch-off tickets for white people.
Pokemans.
That is it. No, that is what it is, though. And and Hispanics.
What they use to get it.
Actually, it's mostly Hispanics now, dude. I've seen some. You watch these, mostly Hispanics really into this.
Some high.
You know who was on the front? Not us, but you know who was on the front page of Rumble today? Quartering was, and you know what he was doing? He was playing that Pokemon card shop simulator or whatever. That's the front
that's
page.
cool.
That's the front page.
That's cool front page content.
And what were you fighting for? A fucking life.
$1 Pokemon cards. They hit not one but 2 stores here in Metro Detroit, and it all played out on security cameras.
One of them had a hammer and he just started hammering.
The duo used a brick from the shop's own lot to bust in last week, making a beeline for the Pokemon cards tucked in glass cabinets bludgeoned open at RWI Hobbies in Livonia.
I think it's going to settle in somewhere between $10,000 and $12,000.
That's dollars lost between the stolen loot.
Can I say something? These things shouldn't be worth this much money.
No.
I mean, come on.
No, that bubble gonna pop.
It's not like it's a basketball card with the Menendez brothers on it. I get.
That would be cool.
Damage. Owner Pam Willoughby says Pokemon cards are
Owner Pam Willoughby, old lesbian.
Hot right now. Hard to come by, and resale is 3 to 4 times what you pay, especially the coveted.
I actually play with my $12,000 card, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I honestly, if I was super rich and into that kind of hobby, I would.
Charizard card.
He's can be anywhere from $500 to $1,200 or $1,300.
Well, it's like our fucking buddy Mike I was telling you, who's fucking loaded. and he buys like really nice like sneakers. He's like, but everything else you wouldn't even tell he has money, but he has really nice sneakers, and he buy like these like sneakers that don't even like 100 pair of them, and he walked up to this black guy
Just wears
at a
them.
valet, and the black guy's, oh my god, are those the whatever they're called? Are those the blah blah blah? He goes, yeah. He goes, bro, those should be in a box. How are you wearing them? And he goes, oh yeah, does this bug you? And he started like rubbing them on the ground really fast. He goes, come on, stop. He's like, no.
That's hilarious.
He goes, I buy them
Dude,
to wear them.
I saw one of the funniest videos that Whistling Diesel ever made was he was doing like brush clearing on his property wearing Nike Air Maxes that were like 10 grand. And he's just stepping in the mud on purpose. They're doing close-ups of it. It was fucking hilarious. He'll buy like fucking $2,000 Gucci shoes and then do farm work in them.
That's awesome. By the way, did you see he is going to do the Bugatti one, right?
Yeah.
He's doing it. He's fine at Bugatti. $3 million.
I like that he came out and basically said, too, that he regrets making that promise.
Yes, he says, and to making that promise, I realized why only billionaires buy Bugattis.
Yeah, it's like a $3 million car.
Like, oh, fuck.
I can't wait for him to destroy a Bugatti.
He will.
They did drop a Charizard on the way out the door.
Days later,
They dropped the Charizard on the way out. They left a trail of Pokemon's cards.
seemingly the same pair, hammer in hand.
How do you drop the Charizard of all cards, though?
It was hot.
Eternal games in
Oh,
Roy.
I get it, because he's fired. Fucking idiot.
$1,000 worth of singles.
Insurance will cover the losses at both places, but these cards are almost impossible to restock.
I don't think we're going to be able to find the card specifically, which
But you got the money. Who cares?
is a bummer.
In 27 years, serving up gamers and collectors, this is the second time.
Then what happens with these fucking retards, though? This is that they always get caught. Then they go and they fucking try to sell them in a shop, one shop over. But all these shop people know each other. And these cards, we've seen them get caught because the cards are like super rare. So it's like if like two shops in the same town, they both kind of know what kind of stock they have, you know?
If I was gonna jack Pokemon's cards,
yes,
I would steal the packs because then you can't really track what I got.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like if you steal a bunch of fucking blister packs and boxes, then you can go do your own rips. And if you pull a Charizard, then there's no proof you stole it.
Graded cards have serial numbers on them, dog. And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
QR
dude.
codes and shit
Dude,
that,
they're
like-
literally paying $17 per card to get them graded. You don't think they're fucking serializing them and shit for that price?
Yeah.
They've been targeted at
Yeah,
RWI.
it's retarded.
There was no need, they could have filled out an application.
Pam says only a matter of time before they're caught.
I certainly don't want to ruin anyone's life.
I'm not trying to make anybody's worst day ever at their job.
Yeah, well,
they're trying to ruin
they
yours.
wanted to ruin yours.
I've already given the detective basically my restitution, and basically all I'm asking for is my insurance deductible back.
Warren PD and investigators here in Livonia, they're on the case. If you think you can help, give them a call.
Nah, I don't care enough. I don't care about your stupid cards. Fucking idiots. Ooh, by the way, you want to again? You make more money stealing Legos anyway. It's a bunch of Legos, dude, and they don't have serial numbers, and they don't get tracked. You're better off stealing a bunch of Legos.
They don't have serial numbers?
No, not Legos. So
Take it for as much as they fucking cost.
They're fucking ridiculous. So, want to see something escalate really quickly?
Yes, hello?
Hey, Dr. Lannis.
Hi.
Doctor.
Hi. How are you guys?
Hey, good. You mind stepping out for us for just a minute? I'll explain to you everything that's going on. And I'll be
That's
honest
never
with
a
you,
good sign.
Yeah, personal life and everything like that.
Yeah.
And we talked on the phone, I guess, maybe a couple weeks
yeah.
ago or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It was actually you and Officer here. So maybe you do, maybe you don't. At the end of the day, we've got some stuff we got to take care of.
Okay.
I want to give you a courtesy as long as you give us a courtesy, okay?
Sure.
At this point, though, we do have enough. If you mind stepping out for us really quick, okay?
Oh, okay.
Why are you so nervous?
Just a second.
No, well, we need you to
Just-
step out
just
now.
a second, sir. Just a second.
Go ahead and step on out for us.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
This you'll see. This gets very heated very fast.
Take a minute. Take a minute.
Well, we need you to step out now. Here, step on out to the front porch, okay? Because you are, at this time are being placed under arrest. Okay? I'll walk you through everything, okay?
I like how he's just standing there going, ah, dang.
And
Are you sure he's doing the Tim Robbins? Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Everything
He
like
does
that,
the
I don't want- I'll just
ah.
You residents?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, everyone's got cameras.
Yeah.
And people, we don't want that. Okay, so just step out for us. We'll walk you to the car.
Okay, wow, give me just a second. Holy shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we'll explain the process to you and everything. And we're not, we're going to take you to the station. We're not going to take you down to the jail. I mean, we'll see. But, well, we got to, I mean, we have to do this. There's no there's no really avoiding it.
Really? No way. What? I wonder what he did.
We know you got a lot going on. We're not trying to put any more work or anything like that on you. Okay. But it's best we just get it out of the way now, though. And, then you can.
So far, this is pretty chill, right?
Our hands are pretty.
Yeah, but the guy is definitely acting like he's going to pull something.
Anymore. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Just give me okay. Is this about the other day at the park? Is this what's going on?
The other day.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling this is one of those bad crimes. Because here's the thing, right? There's really only two things you can get arrested for at a park. Right? So, and this guy doesn't look like the type of guy who was meeting somebody to buy weed, is my point.
Nope.
There's only a few things you get arrested for at a park the next day.
Okay, you know what? God damn it, you're right. There's only one thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Okay, no, it wasn't any kid stuff. He was.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
I looked it up. They were going to arrest him for. Officers arrived to drive to arrest him for first-degree harassment and vehicle tampering. I feel like this is like an ex or something. He was like fucking with her car because I'm thinking that's what this is. Because they're not saying anything about like, oh, yep, he recently filed for divorce. Yeah, it was a wife thing. Prior harassment. It's prior harassment because apparently his wife accused him of harassment.
All right, you know what, though? Can we all agree, or at least we're all relieved?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Because that is definitely a red flag when the cops are there and you hear an adult man go, "Is this about what happened at the park?"
Wow. I mean, yeah, it was basically divorce was under a court order prohibiting.
I'm on this guy's side, dude. Ex-wives are terrible.
All right. Let's see.
We have to. But let's get this over with. So
Well, the good news is, Mersh, he's not going to have to worry about her much longer. That's for sure.
Is this about the other day at the park? Is this what's going on?
Well, we'll be happy to talk to you, but we got to.
I wonder what the vehicle tampering was. Either he might have put a tracker on it.
Okay, just a second.
Yeah, one resisting. One resisting. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
Uh-oh.
Drop the gun.
Uh-oh.
Drop the gun. Where'd it go, boy? Drop the gun. Drop the fucking gun. No.
That's taser.
No. Drop the gun. Please don't do this. Please drop the gun. No. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Stop. Please stop. Don't do this. This isn't worth it. This is not worth it. I promise you it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Bro, this cop is trying to do everything not to kill this guy.
Drop the gun. Please. No! Please drop the gun! No! Drop it again, die! Drop it now! Please drop.
How do you think it's gonna end?
Not well.
Okay.
Drop the gun! On top! No!
Realistic Seinfeld. He gets divorced from Elaine.
Drop it again, die! Drop it now! Please drop the gun! On top! No! Holy fuck! Drop the gun! Use the gun!
He shot at the cop, by the way. The cop got shot in the hand.
Oof.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! 14 up here, we got shots fired. We need resident officers here now. Drop the gun! Start an ambulance. Drop the gun!
I think he's.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing the cops do is they either yell "drop the gun" at a guy who's dead, or they handcuff dead people. It's always funny too.
Someone has to, right?
It's just always funny when there's a guy who's clearly on the ground dead and they run over and put cuffs on him.
Fuck, bro, that was fucking wild, huh?
Dude, it sounds like it probably wouldn't have been that bad of a charge either.
No, it wouldn't have. I mean, I don't know what the vehicle tampering specifically was.
I doubt he would have ended up with a felony or jail time over it.
Well, the
You know what
way
I
the
mean?
cops were talking, they were like, "Look, they come down to the station." They
Just get this over with.
They weren't even like arresting him. They were just gonna go down and book.
Yeah,
him
you
and-
heard him. They said we're gonna.
That
book
was
you. We're
one
not
of
even gonna
those where
take
they
you to
would have.
jail.
Yeah, that's one of those where they would have let you have a cigarette and shit 1st. If you just come outside, you're like, yeah, that's fine, dude. Can I just put my shoes on? Can you let me have one cigarette before we go? They would have been cool with it if you just went with them.
Oh, someone pointed something out. Jerry wouldn't marry Elaine. She was over 18. Okay, that's fair. Ouch. I know.
To be fair, bro, everybody throws that shit around about Seinfeld. Did you ever see that 17-year-old? She already looked like she was 30.
I don't think that's the excuse you think it is. I don't think that's the excuse you think it is.
But I'm saying she legit looked like an old Jewish woman. It's like
a Shoshana.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was with this young fucking like teeny boppy idol. I mean, that she looked like a 38-year-old Jewish woman.
Fat testing the Curse of the Werewolf roller coaster here at Epic Universe.
You're so cool.
You gonna go ahead?
I paid all this money to go to Epic Universe, but be too fat to ride anything. Because Epic Universe, you can't get an annual. It's super expensive. It just opened. So he's going to go to Epic Universe, pay all of this money, and then not be able to ride anything. He's too fat.
Want to try and cross your legs for more leg room? You are more too. Okay. Do you mind? There they go again.
There they go.
He said, "Do you mind?" He asked somebody to film him. Oh my god.
To give myself the best shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross my legs.
You got to. Oh, we've seen this one before.
I'm gonna
Cross
put
your
it under
legs
my gut.
under the
I'm
gut.
gonna
We've seen this move before. That's his move.
Slide down in there.
Oh hell yeah!
And unfortunately,
Am I the only
it's
one
still-
that feels like I would be too scared to game the system when it comes to a roller coaster?
Oh, you don't
I
want to
don't want
die?
to end up like that fat black kid from fucking Kissimmee that fell fucking 1,000 feet to his death.
That Mersh.
That was rough.
Mersh, you can't just turn black. Oh, the dying part. Okay, that makes sense.
No, not going to work for me.
Mersh, if you could turn black, you would have been black a long time ago.
It's true.
So I think if you're around 300 or so, you can actually fit on that. My friend that's 300 can fit on it. So that's kind of where I think
You can't?
Point is for that ride. Again, I'm 350, so did not fit on it. But
It's a big boy.
Big boy. Same fucking thing.
Well, guess what, guys? Don't worry. If we got someone that gives tips for plus size travel.
But today I am bringing you a
This is
video
Emma.
all about traveling. Mostly traveling while plus size, because that is one of my number one questions I get when I travel is like,
How dare you? You're so fat. How dare you travel? You're too fat to be doing it.
so many
She doesn't
of the
look
girls
particularly egregiously fat for the ones we cover.
in our community being like,
Table's covering a lot below the waist.
Maybe, yeah. I
how do you
don't
travel so much? Because
Those are the ones I call the icebergs.
know.
feel scared. I feel nervous. I don't know how the plane is going to
They're
be.
shaped
I don't
like
know
a
how the
fucking
seats are
yield
gonna be.
sign.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what everybody else is doing on the trip. So I get it. I hear you.
What's
I
this
feel like
chick's
I'm
name?
very
Do you
well-
ever?
Her name is Emma Arletta.
Fatty McFats.
versed to talk about this subject because I have been traveling, and let me tell you,
All right, let me get to one part I want to get to
I-
here.
or even if it's not, but you
Here
know
we
that
go, right
you're
around
probably
here.
going to be sweating. Period underwear when you're not on your period and using it.
Oh,
as
yeah,
like a
she
sweat
fat.
wicking.
Now, did you hear her tip for sweating because she's so fat? Listen to the tip. You got to hear the tip.
I will say, pack like one backup nice outfit and one backup casual outfit. Because sometimes you pack something and then you see what everybody else is wearing and you're like, maybe I wanted to be more
And you're like, I'm still fatter than everybody no matter what I wear.
casual, or maybe I wanted to be more dressed up. So I will say it's nice to have like 2 backup outfits, but you don't need like 10 backup outfits. I used to do that too. There's no need for it.
I like these like fat girls that talk like all bullshit. Like, it's like you're fat and gross.
Yeah,
Stop.
you shop at TJ Maxx. Calm down.
Yeah.
Royce, do you want to see?
Yeah.
It's not naked. She doesn't know. It's not gonna.
Is
yeah,
she
here you
okay?
go.
Send.
Well, you were right.
Oh yeah, Mersh. Yeah, I think I was
hiding
right.
the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that okay. Here you go. Yeah, she's the bottom's hiding a lot.
Ooh,
the bottom's
okay.
hiding a lot. The bottom's hiding a lot. Would you?
What?
That's not a no, folks.
Would I what? Kill it?
Come on, you wouldn't do that because we're on YouTube. That's for sure. Only on YouTube.
Would I come over and pour water on it so it wouldn't die on the beach? Sure.
That's nice. You're
I'm a
nice.
humanitarian.
You're nice to animals. That's pretty cool, dude. That's cool of you, dude.
One thing. This
Wait,
is, like,
but you
very-
said it's illegal to touch them in Florida.
No, the manatee.
It's not a manatee. Yeah,
This
that's
is an
not a
orca.
manatee.
This is an orca.
Oh, oops.
particular specific to plus size girls.
Listen to this part. This is gross.
Period panties. Specifically, high-waisted Knix period panties. If you are going on a tropical vacation, somewhere where the weather is going to be hot.
The sharks
or
are
even
going to
if it's not
follow you.
Yeah.
But you know that you're probably going to be sweating. Period underwear when you're not on your period and using it as like a sweat wicking thing. Oh
Ew.
my gosh. It has truly changed.
Yeah. But does it have pus grates like the other one? Because I need to know if it has like pus receptacles and storm drains like those. Remember that big fucking tampon thing Tampax thing that we saw?
The game for me.
What?
Do you think when she's done, she takes them off and whips them into the window and watches them flip flop down like that toy we all used to have when we were kids?
That's very gross. That's a gross thing for me to think about. Huh. But probably, yeah. But probably.
I pack majority of my underwear on vacation as my high-waisted nude Knix period panties.
I don't want to think. But first off, nude and Knix is because those are the only players that'll fuck you.
I can't stand when you're out and about.
You can't stand when you're out and about because of your weight.
Might be TMF for some of you, and you like
You
pull your
can't
underwear
stand. Sorry.
down and then you pull it back up, and it's like wet and gross. Using the period panties, it soaks up the sweat, and so you feel like you stay a lot drier down there, and it just makes me feel like cleaner throughout the whole vacation.
No, it makes
Because
you
for me-
gross.
You know what'll help losing some weight? Just throwing that out there. Maybe it's like a possibility for plus size travel tips.
No, come on. What is she, a fucking miracle worker?
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, trying would be a little too difficult for her. All right. At least this woman, Oh, this is bad.
A bit of a word of caution to our viewers. At the dinner hour, this next story may make you lose your appetite. A fast food employee facing charges tonight accused of spitting in a customer's food. Felicia
Classic.
Archer was arrested earlier this month,
Just
now facing
spitting,
culpable negligence charges.
Well, that's all they caught her with.
Milton
Yeah,
police
that's
say it happened
horrible
at the Taco
thought.
Bell on Highway 90 in Milton.
I never did that, man. I never did that.
No, that's one thing.
I would never.
no.
I would never do that.
Never. I worked with somebody that fucked with like cops' food, but like I would
didn't do
never.
that. I don't know, man. That shit's gross. It wasn't like
It's a violation of the social contract.
And even if they were mean or whatever, like, I mean, if I ever like a dick, like the way I'd punish them, I'd take extra long and make their shit slow and stuff,
I think the worst thing I ever did, and I got written up for, was a customer one time yelled at me because they wanted no ice in their drink. I didn't take the order, but the order didn't say no ice. And the guy like fucking yelled at me about the no ice in his drink. And I was like, all right, man, that's fine. I'll go get you one without ice. But he was one of those guys that wanted to keep yelling at me and bitching. He didn't want the problem to get fixed. So I walked up to him and I grabbed the drink out of his hand, took the lid off, pulled all the ice out of his drink with my fist, threw it out the drive-through window, put his lid back on, and handed him the drink.
Good.
I got written up for that one. But that's different because it's not like I spit in your food or I messed with your food secretly. I did something gross right in front of him and told him to fuck off.
That's good. Man, people are really mean too when you work at those places.
I was
Fucking
pissed, bro.
dick.
He was talking to me the wrong way, and I walked over and I was like, give me that. And I just chucked the ice, put the lid back on. I'm like, there you go, no ice. And I knew in that moment, I'm like, I'm so getting in fucking trouble when the manager gets here.
Now,
These are pictures worth seeing, Jackie. You haven't seen them yet.
I haven't seen them yet, no.
Take a look at this. It's a man in Norway who woke up to find a cargo ship in his backyard.
Don't you hate when that happens? When you wake up and there's a cargo ship in your fucking backyard?
Happens all the time.
Bro, look how big the ocean is. How the fuck did you guys manage this?
That's quite close, isn't it? 135-meter long vessel. It ran aground.
Eminent domain, man. It's mine now, and anything on it is mine. Sorry. Listen, anything in those container ships is mine. It is now mine. It's on my
It's on
property.
my property.
It's on my property, dude.
Off Bineset. I'm not sure if I've said that right. Anyway, it ended up just a few meters from where Johan Helber was sleeping. Well, despite the size of it, he didn't actually hear it come ashore, and instead he had to be woken up by a neighbour.
The doorbell rang at a time when I don't really like opening the door. I like to go.
And then I look at the door.
What?
This guy's just curmudgeon that lives. You can tell he lives out in the middle of nowhere, too. He probably doesn't want to be bothered, you know?
The doorbell rang at a time when I don't really like opening the door. I like to go back to sleep, but it was a very insistent ring, so I finally went to answer it. And there's a guy I know standing there, looking at me in amazement, saying, "Have you not seen the ship?" But I hadn't, so I went to the window and saw this.
Damn, that's nuts. He's lucky his house isn't fucked up.
Yeah, I know. Bro, he slept through it. That guy rules. He's like, I don't like to answer the door at that time. That's me time.
That rules. He should get to keep the ship.
I think he should. I agree. Or at least like 25%.
Haines City's top cops is in.
Haines City's top cops, which I know sounds like something that's not real.
That's a real thing.
Okay.
Well, one of Haines City's top cops.
Bro, Haines City sucks.
Not nice. Not a nice place.
Is in hot water. Captain Gabriel Garcia, the department's second in command, is accused of being involved in a scheme to fraudulently obtain veterans' disability benefits. And
What a shithead.
tonight, he's among 10 people facing federal charges. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is live in our newsroom tonight with more on this. Aaron, tell us more about these charges.
Allie, the federal government is accusing this officer, who is also a veteran, of essentially stealing disability benefits. 8 others, including
literal stolen valor.
Some of the officer's family members are facing similar charges. Investigators say all but one spent time in the military, and it's incredibly upsetting to a veteran who we spoke with who truly needs this type of assistance.
Do they need it, though?
Kendra Simpkins joined the Army in 2008, but her time was cut short.
When let me guess, her legs got blown off, it's going to be something horrible, right? Her legs are going to be blown off, her arms going to be, her face is deformed. I don't know, some sort of weird Iraq cancer. Let's find out.
By an injury 2 years later.
So I have a disability through the VA, through my military service.
And Kendra experienced how difficult it can be to get approved for Veterans Affairs disability benefits. She's also guided other veterans through the same process with her organization, Operation Warrior Resolution in Sarasota.
So it could be a year, 2 years before it's even approved.
That's why she's so disappointed to see other veterans accused in an alleged scheme to fraudulently obtain benefits from the VA.
They know the challenges and difficulties that their fellow veterans deal with. Is incredibly disheartening to know that they would take from a system from those who truly need it.
But federal
I mean, yeah, what they're doing is shitty, but it's not like a system where it's like, oh man, that guy just stole from it, so now we're not. Listen, the VA is broken even if we gave him all the money correctly. Like,
yeah, seriously.
I'm not. Look, that guy's a scumbag and he should be fired. I 100% agree with that. But let's not pretend like the VA is just running great and this guy's the guy that fucked it up. Maybe the reason this guy gets away with it is because the VA is so fucked. There's no way to track any of this shit. There's just this one guy who got caught.
And it should be easy. I mean, we do have computers now.
You know, one thing that I noticed, like I'm watching a lot of the financial audit stuff, is he has a lot of military people on there, young military people, like in their 20s, dude. And he even brought it up. He goes, he was doing this show. I figured something out. It's like a lot of dudes in the military that are perfectly fine, that could walk, and girls and guys that are on 100% disability, like 100% disability. You know?
Oh yeah, it's common,
and it's crazy. Like and like they're able-bodied and everything, and they're getting like $6K, $4K a month to just be disabled and. They're fine.
That's exactly what 10 people did, including Haines City Police.
Here's a fun one that I found out from somebody in the military, because I was wondering about this. I was watching one of these. But did you know that if you're a woman and you claim to be sexually assaulted and they're
Oh, yeah, automatic 100%
disability, even if you're fine.
It's
And Gabriel Garcia, according to authorities.
So I'm going to do the Bugs Bunny thing. I'm going to dress up like a hot girl, get
Okay.
into the military, okay, and then have a bunch of dudes call me the F slur and beat the shit out of me. So that's not going to work. I didn't think that one through.
That one chick.
No, that would work. That would work. That'll be disability. They beat for being gay.
You don't need to join the military to just get called an F slur and beat up. I got plenty of bars here in Lakeland I can take you to. They'll just do it anyway.
You don't need to dress up. You need to dress up to get called an F slur. Just do our paywall show, and you guys will do it for free.
We got some guys that are so racist and so homophobic in Lakeland. They'll literally just see Royce wearing a sleeveless T-shirt and accuse him of, quote, queering out.
They told me I'm queering out, and I'm like,
why are you showing off your arms, dude? What are you queering out?
It's 102 degrees. I'm at the pool.
Yeah, it's Florida.
I'm at the pool. What are you yelling at me for?
VA employee in Puerto Rico ran the operation with another veteran there.
VA employee in Puerto Rico. I knew it. Puerto Rico's so fucking corrupt. So I should have known. Haines City, I should have known it was Puerto Ricans. It's so fucking corrupt.
They're accused of helping other veterans
Wasn't there
come
a
up
chick
with
on Financial Audit who was on disability because of a sexual assault in the military?
Yep.
With another veteran there. They're accused of helping other veterans come up with fake medical conditions so they'd be approved for lifetime disability benefits.
I have long COVID.
Tampa attorney and legal expert Anthony Rickman explained what investigators say happened next.
The people
Can we get Alan Rickman instead?
This is definitely a Tampa attorney.
create this disability were then given a kickback or an upfront fee from the individuals for giving this false rating.
According to a news release from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Garcia, his parents, and another relative were all charged. We don't know how much money they're suspected of receiving or the total amount involved in this case. Rickman says the government will want the money back.
If these individuals don't have the money, the government's going to find that money in other places and try to recuperate that money to potentially bring it back and give it back to people who really need it.
People like Simpkins and the countless other veterans she helps.
They rely on it so much. They rely on it for their health care. They rely on it for their ability to financially live. It's just hard.
She looks like when Kim Wexler went to go work at like the water sprinkler company.
Yeah, the sprinkler company in Florida.
Yeah.
To think that they would do this, especially on this time Memorial Day when we're thinking about those who really truly.
All right, but it kind of sounds like really joining the military hasn't worked out well for a lot of people. Maybe don't do it.
No,
I'm just saying.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for listening to this fucking ghetto rigged episode of the show, but it worked and you heard it. And I'll put the whole thing up in all its glory with me cursing and all that stuff when I'm trying to reconnect. All of it will be up. I'll premiere it later on YouTube and I'll premiere it later on Rumble and all the other places. So thank you so much for listening, guys. We really do appreciate it. Mersh will be doing a Nightwave tonight, I believe.
Yeah, we're drinking tonight, boys.
Yes, Mersh will be doing a Nightwave.
Fucking retard.
Yeah. I mean,
day 31, baby.
I like that you think that that's just how it works. All right, 31 days. Now I don't have a problem. Okay, whatever. Good luck, bud. Pessy, you're not doing anything today. Frozo Fridays.
No.
Frozo Fridays. Let's check him out. He's back from his fishing expedition.
Cool.
And Virgie will be streaming through the weekend, I'm assuming.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
And Pessy Longburger. Longburger Pessy.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys, we're out of here. I can't wait till my Starlink gets here. Clear.
Nice.
That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, dude. Sorry about that.
It's okay, whatever. I mean,
we should get Starlink Tuesday, and you don't have to do a show Monday. So
it was weird. It was weird only being on fucking YouTube. All right, Pessy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the whole episode